And welcome back to the KB Cards Collectors channel, where we discuss all things KB cards from the 1980s. Today we're going to review the Young Superstars of Baseball, guys, 33 Super Gloss Photo Cards. First off, we have Rick Aguilera. Rick was a great closer for the Twins for a while. Beautiful backs. Very reminiscent of the 1971 Topps cards, guys. Mark Salas, catcher for the Twinkies. Not a superstar. Brett Saberhagen, you could say he was a superstar. Great pitcher for the 1985 Royals. Won that World Series for him. Single-armed, you could say. Tom Browning, Mr. Perfect Game, Tom Browning. We have Sean Dunston. These cards are beautiful, guys. Sean Dunston was an okay shortstop for a long time for the Cubbies. Alvin Davis. We do not like Alvin Davis here at KB Cards Collectors Channel because Alvin Davis stole Don Mattingly's 1984 Rookie of the Year. Jeff Stone, not a superstar of baseball. Terry Pendleton, very solid player. He hit a very big home run against the Mets one year. Chris Brown, we thought he was going to be a superstar, guys, but never panned out. Mariano Duncan, 1996 World Series champion with your New York Yankees. We play today, we win today, das it was the slogan of the team, coined by the great Mariano Duncan. Ozzie Guillen, fiery manager for the White Sox. A Reds John Franco. El Cid. Dan Pasqua. Mediocre 1990s Yankee, early 80s, mid 80s, early 90s. Hit a few home runs. Jimmy Key, we have another 1996 World Series New York Yankee champion. Jimmy Key pitched a big game in that World Series against the Braves, came up with the W. Tony Gwynn, Mr. Hall of Famer himself. Ernie Riles. Everybody thought Ernie Riles was going to be a good player. He was not. This box is loaded. 1996 World Series champion, New York Yankee, Darryl Strawberry. He had a big hit in that World Series. It was a little tiny ground ball up the third base line. Vince Coleman used to terrorize the NL East on the base paths. Tony Fernandez, 1995. He was on the New York Yankees team that lost to the Seattle Mariners in a heartbreaking series. And he was replaced the next year by number 2, Derek Jeter. Card of Mets announcer, Ron Darling. Tom Brudansky, big power hitter for the Twinks. Could not hit for average, though. Speaking of, Jim Presley, power hitting third baseman for the Mariners. Could not hit for average. A glorious card of Don Mattingly. Donnie Baseball, the greatest player in the history of baseball, in his famous coil. What a beautiful card. Let's take a look at the back. Beautiful. Andy Van Slyke, fine slugger for the Pirates and Cardinals. Not a Hall of Famer, but next tier. Brian Fisher, threw a few nice games for the Yanks. Again, another 1996 New York Yankee World Series champion, Dwight Gooden, threw, of course, the perfect game, or the no-hitter in 96. Kirby Puckett in the Hall of Fame with the exact same stats as Don Mattingly, but unfortunately he passed away, and that's why he's in the Hall of Fame, and Mr. Mattingly is not. Odie McDowell, thought to be a good player for a minute. One of the finest Mets, Juan Samuel. The off-imitated Julio Franco. Every wiffle baller worth his salt knew how to imitate Julio Franco's swing. Roger McDowell, and we end with a Frank Viola. 33 cards, guys. Young Superstars of Baseball, KB Cards. Thanks for joining us on the KB Cards Collectors channel. Don't forget, for all your KB Cards needs, the KB Cards channel. Have a great one.